Everyone loves a massive touring build, but what if your four-wheel drive still needs to be your daily driver? So this Prado is designed to do both school runs during the week and then camping with the family on the weekends. So let's show you guys how we've actually achieved it on this 250 Prado. Okay guys, typical BAW fashion, we're going to start at the front. And what you're seeing today is the Ironman Apex bull bar for the 250 Prado. Does it have everything you need like most other modern day bull bars? Yes, it does, because as you might see, we've got sensors being relocated. We've got their lighting, however, but it still maintains all of your factory options that were in the bar, like the fog lights and some indicators, park lights, all of those things. Don't worry, you don't lose all of that. It pretty much gets repurposed to suit the bar itself. So it's a really nice looking bar. And then you do have the option to obviously house a winch. Now, is a winch absolutely necessary for a daily driver? No, it is not. But these guys are planning to do a bit more weekend stuff, and then eventually they want to do a lap of Australia. Now, that way we don't have to remove the bar later. Yes, there's some other options out there where you don't have to do that depending on the bar manufacturer. You may be able to fit the winch in, but don't forget about that. If you guys are planning on doing a build yourself, or you want to come through us to do it, we will most cases point you in that direction. Rather than paying to do the job twice, we're only going to be doing it once. Hence why we've got the carbon 12,000 pound winch in behind the bar here on this particular vehicle. Another thing you might have noticed is, Brent, there's no UHF whip, there's no lights on the car. What are you doing? This isn't a touring build. No, it's not. That's exactly right. This is the start of a touring build. These guys are pushing into this space, so they didn't want to just go all out and get things that they didn't necessarily need to use. They had a handheld that they use already, so they're like, look, we're just going to run with that. If we find that this works for our family, then we're going to move into adding those things a little bit later. But that's the Apex bar for the 250 Prado. Let's keep going around to the other side. Alrighty guys, really quickly under the engine.
That's not what I meant.
We did do a ProVent and a pre-line kit from our guys at Direction Plus. Now, what are they? Oil air separator is number one, so that's keeping all your oily residue that can end up back in through your intake out of there, because it's this filtering out. And then your pre-line is obviously your diesel pre-filter before it's even getting through to your factory filter. This thing does have a sensor on it to let you know if it's got any contaminants in it. So these things are just helping protect your investment from the get-go. Then that way you've got a nice clean engine as long as possible. So an absolute staple of any build that we like to do, if it's touring, if it's weekending, if you're four-wheel driving, I highly recommend that you do one of these. So this is the Safari ARMAX Snorkel for the 250, and my biggest love of what Safari does with their snorkels is actually the modification we've got to make to the airbox to get a full-sized intake all the way into the airbox itself. So those guys have got a pretty awesome manufacturing setup down in Victoria there, and they make some really cool gear, and they're always tip-top Australian manufacturing. So must-have accessory for me, definitely, if you're going to be doing any kind of build, no matter if it is exactly what you see here, mainly around town, but weekends. And then even if you're doing extreme touring, extreme four-wheel driving, you can't not do one, whack one on your vehicle. It's gonna give you a high air, waterproof intake, and that's gonna keep you covered for when you're four-wheel driving. Moving around the side of the vehicle, we've got the Ironman side steps. Now, it is a 250 Prado, and most vehicles, even like the new Hiluxes, they got a plastic side step. It's not gonna cut the mustard. These guys were like, well, we're gonna need something a little bit more robust. So here we are with the side steps. Great tread on the top as well. And another great thing that side steps help you do is get up to your roof rack. So what do we got up here? We've got the new Rhino rack, aluminium platform. These are actually a stainless side piece, but you've got aluminium extrusions that they run on the top. Very sleek design. I really like it. They do have the wind deflector up the front here, which actually helps with the wind noise on this rack. It is surprisingly not noisy, which is great. And then moving a little bit further down, guys, we've just added some camp lights to the side, further towards the rear, because these guys are going to be obviously working around in those spaces more than they will at the front. But pretty solid rack, and it gives you a great platform to either throw swags up or start putting all of your other accessories like max tracks, shovels, anything that you want to be taken away with you up top. Alrighty, let's talk tow package on the 250 Prado. Now, if you didn't know, these are very similar to the 300 series, whereas the Towbar isn't really a tow bar, it's part of the chassis, so it's built into the vehicle. But Toyota doesn't give you anything else. So in a tow package for these, what we do is we give you your wiring for your lighting on whatever you're towing. If you want to do 12 pin, we can do 12 pin and we can wire that as particularly whatever you're towing, so you can do that. But we've got the outlet for that. We've got a Anderson plug here because these guys are going to be towing in the future. We do have some manual inflation valves for airbags here as well, guys, because these guys are going to be towing something. They wanted to have that option. Also, we include a tongue and a ball, and that way you can actually hitch onto the back of the vehicle. And the last little bit of pieces that you can't see is the Tow Pro as well. We want to be able to stop and utilize the brakes on whatever we are towing. So we've got that in the dash on the driver's side also, and that's going to be doing the braking on the trailer for them, and they're going to be 100% ready to rock and roll. RVSS Storage Solutions is what's rounding out our storage fit out in the rear of the 250 Prado. So this is giving you a nice flat surface due to the fact that we've got the drawer fridge. It's a 40-litre fridge, so there's plenty of space for food and drinks. Now, good thing about the flat surface is it's super easy and it is super versatile depending on what you're doing on that particular day. So if it's a school run, great. Pop the glass, throw the kids' bags in the back. You don't even have to open the whole boot. Throw them in there, whack it down, and you've got easy access to them when you get to your destination. If you've got a baby, pram, same type of thing, you can just slap it all on here, and it's that single height that just makes it easy and very versatile depending on what you're doing. Up the top, we've got the cargo barrier as well. So when you are stacking gear in the rear, it's not going to end up in the passenger seat when you have to stop in an emergency situation. Don't forget, there is storage down the side of these as well, guys. You can lift these little components out and you can tuck gear down in there. On the passenger side, in the 250 Prado, we've got a ARB twin compressor setup in here. Now that's got an air tank, compressor, and your outlet as well. Easy access to the switch up under the panel as well. Very neat setup. We've got outlets as well down here, 12 volt, USB-C and A, Anderson, couple of switches for the side lights on the roof rack as mentioned before. Don't forget, you end up with a nicely sized drawer for storage as well. Lockout, so it's not going to slide back in on you if you are on a bit of a hill. And these guys just know how to put a good quality drawer system together. Don't forget, fully ADR compliant as well, guys, this drawer setup and the cargo barrier from the guys at RVSS Storage Solutions. Okay, so what's powering all of our 12 volt accessories? Under the bonnet, we did a dual battery system utilizing an Invicta 100 amp hour zero battery. So it is a lithium battery. It does have Bluetooth capabilities, so these guys can keep an eye on what it is doing. Keeping the battery charged is the new Redarc Alpha system 1225, so that's punching enough power into the battery to keep it all topped up, especially because these guys are mainly using it for daily use. However, the weekend away with the 40-litre Evercool, that thing's going to run all of these lights, outlets, and the fridge, no dramas at all. Alrighty, what have we got for some wheel and tyres on the 250 Prado? Yokohama XATs, pretty much one of our all-time favourite all-terrains. Why do we run an all-terrain? Because there's a lot of blacktop before you get to the dirt. So like these guys are doing, daily driver, don't forget that it's going to be used a lot during the week for the drop-offs and all that. So this particular tyre is going to do that, no dramas at all. However, it's got that off-road ability with the nice sidewall set up here as well. And it's definitely going to handle whatever you need to throw at it for something like this particular setup. Now, they are wrapped across the ROH Apollo. Very different rim, we don't see this a lot. But don't forget, this thing is actually load rated to 1,500 kilos, which makes it great for use with GVMs as well. So let's talk a little bit about the GVM that we've got in this 250 Prado. This is running a Tough Dog SSM GVM kit in it. So this is pre-registration. And the good thing about the Pre-Rego is it comes under a federal compliance rather than a state-based compliance. And that way, if you are thinking, cool, we're going to keep the car for 3 years and then we're just going to sell it, you won't have to worry about getting it re-engineered for that buyer who might be in New South Wales or wherever you might be. So that is a plus side to doing it pre-registration. Now, this particular kit brings up the GVM to 3,800 kilos. It's maintaining the GCM of 6,600 kilos. Yes, your front and rear axle load ratings do come up. We're going to pop those numbers up right here. And that's going to bring this particular vehicle up to that little bit more of a better GVM standard. That way, when they're going to load up for those trips and those weekends away, they're not going to have a drama with weights. And that's the last thing you want to be worrying about when you are mainly using your vehicle for around town purpose. But you do want to do those weekends away. And, you know, those sometimes at the end of the year, you might go on a really long trip for 4 weeks. You want to know that when you do load it up, number one, you're safe. Number two, you're legal. And then that way, you don't have to worry about anything when you're going away on your trips, and you can actually enjoy your time off. So is this the biggest and best touring build that you could ever see? Of course it isn't. There's way more gear that you could throw on a vehicle. There's way more stuff if you wanted to go down that road that you could do to something like this car. However, what is the best touring setup for you? It's what you actually need the car to be doing. It's how you're going to be using it. And that's what our team does best as well, guys. We love to chat to you about what your goal is for your build, for your particular situation. So, if you like the content, make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so you can see us in the next video. Don't forget, jump onto the website and you can get in touch with the team to put together something exactly like the 250 Prado as well.